everybody. How you doing?
Ooh, it's a bit more chilly out today. The last 2 days on my day off, man, I was like in the 70s and shit, you know? Beautiful. The sun was out and stuff. And like I didn't go riding, like not at all. And I don't really know why. Like I don't know, man. Sometimes I get like depressed and shit. I don't know. I don't really feel like I have like a major reason to. I just have all these things I want to do and take care of, and I just get like kind of down for some reason. I should be out riding, you know, and it's beautiful out. And I got all these moto vlogging things I want to take care of anyway. If I were to get out and go ride and just be out and about, like it would help me out, but I don't know, sometimes I'm just like feel kind of down and shit. Sometimes I feel like on my days off all I do is think about like having to go back to work, and it's just been, fuck, it's been stressful lately. Nothing's easy. Nothing's been easy lately. It's just been heartache and shit, man. Work, you know, like try not to think about it, you know. I try to like not go home and bring work with me, if you will, you know. I try not to make fucking bitchy moto vlogs talking about it, but sometimes it just wears on you, you know. Go to my happy place, show you. I know I ride here all the time, and it's probably maybe somewhat boring to see, but I don't know, I like going here. It's just like I don't have to worry about traffic or anybody else or anything. It's just me, and if there's anybody else out here, it's someone being a hooligan like I am. Nobody else would ever be out here. Get kind of, I don't know, what's the word, complacent or something. Like you no matter what you do, you eventually hate it, you know. I think it's kind of how it works a little bit. I think it's the times when you're there and you just feel like you need to be you're gonna be above this. You think you should be, you know, like, sounds fucked up, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's like as if you're more than this job, you know. I'll try something here. Oh! Much. Oh, whoa, can't turn with the front. Look at that. It cannot, like, front inputs there were, like, not working. You get, like, to a point with a job, you know, no matter what you do, it seems like you don't want it, you know, you dislike it, you know, and that's just, is it like just we're unsatisfiable, you know, are we pissy, or is it because we feel like we need to continually better ourselves? And I think maybe that's what more of it is, you know. Like I see the bullshit and the things at work and the stress that they put me under, and how unfair it can be at times, because I'm actually somebody who actually gives a shit and like tries, like I have to have like the give a shit effort, because I just don't know any way not to. I've tried not to, I really have, and it doesn't work for me. The way this job is set up at times, it's like, you know, you can totally just get in trouble for something that's really out of your control. Like, you know, they push for these performances or whatever they want you to do, and if you don't achieve them, then that's, you know, it's like a fucking, you know, you get written up, fired, all sorts of shit, you know, and you could have done nothing wrong. Like, it just be the nature of how things worked out, and that's unfair. And there's a lot of other things that pressures and forces they put you under, and I mean, it's one thing having a job with a higher responsibility, it's fine. It's having a job with unreasonable expectations. It's like, well, what do you want me to do, you know? It's hard. It stresses you out, man. It's sit there and I sit there and you just, I don't know. I think about, like, sometimes things too, like was talking to a guy today, and he does a position that's kind of underneath me, and it's like an hourly position, and he can only they get paid by the hour, and they only work 40 hours a week, and it'd be a cut in pay. But sometimes I think about that, like, man, what if I went to doing that? You know, like, what? There's so much less stress on that position. You know, what about, you know, could I live with like less money? I mean, I do pretty fine, like good right now. I live well under my means. But at the same time, it's like, I'm always, I don't know, I be helping people out and stuff, and I give a lot of loans out that I don't ever expect to receive back, and nobody I know, no family, no friends, nobody I know has got shit for money right now. Everyone's broker than shit, and I don't know. And I don't like to talk about that just because it's not like, I don't like bragging about that because that's what it sounds like you're doing when you talk about it, and I don't want to be bragging that I'm helping people out, you know, like I'm fortunate right now, right? So that's what family and friends are for. That's what I do, you know. I don't want to say people count on me, but I need, it's like I really need to have money, and I don't know, like I'm looking at getting a house soon, and part of the reason for that is just to help out with a lot of things, and plus maybe living situations for some people, and so I don't want to get into it all. It's a big fucking mess, and you know, so I can't. I guess I kind of do need to keep making the money I'm making. You know, it sucks. It's a fucking. Why does money have to be this way? Why does everything have to be this way? It's ridiculous. You know. But then again, I think about, you know, maybe if I had, you know, instead of working, you know, I don't know, 50-ish plus hours a week, instead of working that many, if I worked, you know, like 40 and that was it, and then it wasn't as stressed out because there wasn't as much pressure on me, like I would have so much more energy, and I could do more things. I could do more shit with this YouTube deal, you know. This YouTube stuff does make me money, like, you know, it's not anything wild, but it's a little bit of coin, and if I had more time to dedicate to put into it, maybe I could make a lot better, you know, money off it. I hate to go there with it and sound like that, but that's how I feel. It's not just putting out more volume. Like, I try to put out about 3 videos a week right now, and I don't want to tell people that ever, because I don't want them to rely on me for that. You know, I don't want to like set a schedule and then I miss it because, you know, it's always because of something like work or something, just, you know, where I've come home and I'm just beat and I'm stressed and I'm fucking, like, I can't do it. Like, I can't get on the computer, and, you know, my days off, I spend them all fucked up just thinking about work, and you know, if I really put myself to it, I'd, you know, make a week's worth of fucking videos and schedule upload them, and they'd be set and ready to go. It wouldn't matter if I had a shitty day at work, you know, I could just have them go. But I don't know. But yeah, but my point of that was I wouldn't be trying to put out more volume. I would like to put more into these videos. You know, so many times I watch my videos, and in my head what I was going for, what I was trying to do with editing, or where I was writing, or what I was doing, and it doesn't feel 100% to me sometimes, you know. Like, I feel like, man, I could do a lot more. Like, I could make this a lot better, and if it was more entertaining, then maybe it would get more views and more subscribers, and it would grow. You know, it's a possibility, and it's something I really, really enjoy doing. So I mean, fuck, sometimes I'd love to be a mechanic again. So unreliable, though. That's like a whole sketchy, you know, kind of world, but like I said, it's fast money at times, and it's fun. But that doesn't consistently pay the bills. That's not steady. But like my mom or something, I'll tell her stuff about it. She's like, you know, tells me like if I were to drop down, or like I told her, like, what if I ever had like something crazy, like what if I made some YouTube channel and it was huge, you know, like what if I made like some other things. I've got ideas for other channels, you know, like things I want to do, and there's so many things again with this channel that I want to do. So many more, like where I want to go is up here, but my effort only brings me to so far, and it's life-sucking jobs, you know. My mom told me not to, I'd be like a fool to ever, like, you know, to like quit or drop down. She's like, don't ever do that, you know. Whew, that's loose. Yeah, it's just burning out. She's just like, you know, telling me that would be the dumbest thing never to do that, and don't be so foolish and all this stuff. And I'm just like, man, I don't know, Mom. And what's the point of the fucking money if I can't, you know, be happy sometimes, you know? Like, I don't ever have a day off with my wife ever. And I don't ever have weekends off. I have 2 vacations a year, so that means I get 2 weekends off a year, and I have to put in when I want those vacations at the beginning of the year. And it's like all like first come, you know. It's not like first come, first served. I mean, it's like it's all based on seniority to who gets to choose their vacations first, and I'm not. You know, my goal is to either like try to get off for. You know, I'm gonna try to at least spend one of those vacations with my wife, and the other one I wanted to go do some motorcycle trip. I do one every year, and I'm not gonna be off for the motovloggers Ozark thing or the supermoto Ozark thing. So either trip there is out the window for me. I missed them by a week in either direction on both of them. So you know, I would love to have gone to the Ozarks meetup, whether it was with the supermoto guys or the motovlogger guys, but it's not gonna happen. You know, it's like why? Fuck this stuff. Why is it so fucking stupid like that, you know? I don't know, man. I gotta find something to do. I can't keep doing everything like this because it's too much. It's just this job's so ridiculous at times. If I do ever quit, but I'll tell you what the job is, man. It's nothing that exciting. It's just they're fucking assholes. I don't like them. I told my boss too. I said, you know, like you're fucking. I didn't tell her like this, but I said, you know, I told her very professionally, she's sucking my soul to live. She's like telling me like, oh, you know, you gotta be strong, you know, you gotta you know, push through it, you know, we need your help. It's like, well, you know, like treat me fucking fair. That's all I'm asking, you know. Well, I haven't done them like that in a long time, where I put my ass way back on the back of the seat. Oh god, it's fucking weird. Holy shit. It scares me a bit because like it comes up, it feels like I like to be way up on it, and I know that makes it like really harder for it to come up, but I don't know. Let me tell you though, my boss though, I don't know, she's like so fucking stupid sometimes. Like I told her the other day, like she was trying to say I was like late like 3 days in a row, and I wasn't like at all for one day. And the one day I was late, I was like 30 minutes late because my car, what the fuck is over there? My car's got like the low air light came on while I was going to work, and I was like, okay, what the hell? So I pulled off and I checked it, and like every tire was slightly low, and I was like, man, what the fuck, you know? It got low, so I had to go out there, and it's fucking cold, and air up all the fucking tires. And I told her, I was like, yeah, I just had to air up my tires, you know? It's believe me, I did enjoy it myself. I was fucking cold as ever, you know? And she's trying to tell me like, oh, how I need to have a reliable car for work. Like, she's like, we expect our employees to have a vehicle. They'll get them here on time. And if your vehicle's not being reliable, you need to do something about that. And I was like, it's a fucking, you know what, you're right. It's about 6 months old. I guess I should fucking trade it in, you know? Because the tire went low means it's an unreliable vehicle. It's fucking stupid bitch sometimes. God dang it. Like, so fucking ignorant. Like, why would you even say that to somebody, you know? Fucking sitting there telling me I need a reliable vehicle. Like, that's any fucking vehicle that could happen to, and she just gives me shit because she wants to, you know? Like, what the fuck? You know, and the same kind of shit happened when like when the last days I had my old green piece of shit car before I bought my new car. I think I talked about it in one of the videos. I hit a bucket driving to work, and like it was just in the middle of the road. It blew out when I was on this toll road doing like 75 miles an hour or so, and the thing blows out and I smash it with the car. Like it runs up underneath it, like it's all stuck and shit, like it wouldn't pop out. And I was like, oh shit, you know, I pulled off and I got underneath it and I yank it out, and the thing's leaking. Like it's leaking every kind of coolant, it's coolant, oil, everything you could leak, it's leaking, right? Automatic transmission fluid was leaking out of it, right? So it's like, oh shit, it's fucked up, man. And I called my boss and tell her what happened, and she tells me right there, she's like, well, when are you gonna be here? And starts giving me all this shit. I'm like, I don't know, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I might have to call a tow truck. You know, I'm pulled off the side. I pulled off to like rolled it to a parking lot where I let it coast, and then I was like, all right, let me see, you know, like, let me see what I gotta do, you know? I'm checking it out. And she's like, well, Jake, this is not acceptable. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, you know, like, you're supposed to be here at this time and this time. I'm like, well, something just happened with my car. You have to, like, you know, be understanding. Jesus, this is ridiculous, you know? And she's like, tells me the same shit, like, about having to have, like, a reliable car. And I'm like, trying to explain to her, like, what just happened is basically an accident, you know, like, I was basically in a wreck. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, can't understand that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, just doesn't get it. Tell me I need a fucking reliable car. Alright guys, well, that concludes this video. Get my home here, gonna go to bed. Okay. Alright guys. Oh god. Fuck, my knees hurt. Yeah. Toilet seats are fucking weird shape, man. You don't even have room for your balls.
Not part of it, but let's talk about.